Gonna be honest here, kind of scared to go outside today. You know why? Because I have shorts on. Oh my goodness, shorts. No tan yet, so I'm kind of white, very white. But we'll see, we'll work on it. About to go spread some compost. I'm gonna give you guys some tips, some awesome tips on why we spread compost on raised beds, when to do it, and how to do it. See you guys over there. Folks, we're here at the site. Gonna have to wheelbarrow the stuff to the backyard. But we have here some premium compost. I'm talking premium. It's got wood chips, a little bit of wood chips, but mostly sawdust, and then horse manure, aged horse manure from horse farms where they really feed them mostly like alfalfa, really high quality, high nitrogen material. And you can see, proof is in the pudding if you know what I mean. Some good stuff. So we've got about a yard there, and that's gonna be going to the backyard. Oh yeah, got some good weeds to pull here. Mostly chickweed, a little bit of chickweed there, and then henbit. More henbit here. It's mostly chickweed and henbit, which is not too bad of a problem. Also some old, looks like tomato vines need to come out. What else do we have here? We have some strawberries that we're gonna leave. Those will be making some good strawberries. But yeah, we got a pretty place here. It just needs to be cleaned up. So let's get a little before picture. And pretty soon it's going to be nice and spiffy. I love pulling out these kinds of weeds. Okay, when you pull out weeds, you really want to make sure and get the source. So see, all this is all just fluff. But we're coming back to the source here now. Now we're pulling out. Now when it comes to annual weeds, it's usually not so much of an issue of roots, because they're not going to come back from their roots. They're coming back from the seeds. So see all these little tiny seeds? The key is going to be to try to get as many seeds as possible out of here before they all drop their seeds. So that's the goal here. Let's clear up all this stuff. Isn't that crazy? That's like one plant. Shoot. Talk about prolific. 1, 2 plants. Crazy. It's like a carpet. She's pulling it back. Chickweed actually is really good for chickens. Chickens love it. We can actually eat it too. Just gotta make sure it's chickweed. Look at this one. It's gonna be fun. No. 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 Yeah, look at that. Big old thing. Okay folks, we have 2 beds cleared out, and 2 more to go. Alright, here we go, let's keep going. Alright, now I've cleared out the majority. Let's take a picture. So yes, the majority of the weeds have been pulled. Didn't take too terribly long. And now, next step that I'm going to be doing, that you guys should do too, is come through and just get the last little bits, okay? Just go back through anything that you left off. One more pass through, especially if they're perennial weeds, okay? So if they're annual weeds, don't worry about it too much. And most of these are annuals, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Honestly, if I had a weed eater, I could have just whacked all this down and pulled it out if it was all annuals. because those do not come back by the roots. There's two key points here, okay? So the best way to control annual weeds, the ones that only come back from seeds, is through smothering with a layer of seedless mulch every year. If you don't till it, then those seeds are not going to come to the top and you're burying them. Best way to control perennial weeds, ones that do come back by the roots, is by covering. You'll also have to cover those. So basically both are covering, but perennials need a thicker covering, otherwise they're going to come back and push through that mulch. There's a lot of weeds right there, I'll tell you what. Oh! Pulling time. Okay folks, step number one was remove. You gotta remove all that you don't want, whether it's old plants, dead plants, or weeds. Step number two is going to be replace. You gotta replace those nutrients, otherwise you're not gonna get much coming out of a high intensity type of gardening like a raised bed. And the third step is coming after this. Make sure that whatever you're replacing, what you took out with, is high quality stuff. Now this is high quality compost. This is some good stuff. I mean, this is the best compost I've seen all year. Kaboom! All the material has been dumped. Spreading time has begun. Oh yeah, and that is what I call raised beds that have been rejuvenated, corrected, and they are ready. Weeds have been, number one, removed, and then we have replaced the nutrients with high quality compost. The last step is to replant. That's what these folks are going to do. So that's the three-step process to reclaiming your garden beds. And sometimes, like with these strawberries, you don't have to replant, you just have to fertilize and they're already happy. But replanting in here is going to be the right idea. Come back in with some new plants and they're going to thrive. Now, one thing I probably would do here is, since this compost does have organic material in it, you can see some leaves, some twigs, but I would come back in with some type of non-weedy, non-seedy, doesn't have any seeds in it, you know, mulch to put on top of here, and that will top it off, keep the nutrients and the moisture content up, and keep these beds happy. But yeah, these guys are ready to produce some serious food. Alright, those are set to jet. Set to grow some good food. There you go, everybody. That is how you rejuvenate raised beds that have been crazy overwhelmed with weeds and need some rejuvenation of nutrients. That's how you do it. You gotta remove what you don't need, which is the weeds normally, and other used up plants. You gotta replace the nutrients. I would prefer to do that in an organic way by adding organic good compost, and then you have to replant. Of course, we're not replanting today, but you can imagine what's going to be growing in here. Please don't let those beds that have been neglected for some time just keep on being neglected. Grow some food in those beds this year and reclaim those. You will be happy that you did when you start tasting the awesome, beautiful taste of homegrown, fresh from the backyard or side yard, whatever it is. You'll be so happy that you did. And man, oh my goodness, fresh food, homegrown is the best taste, I think, out there. So guys, speaking of homegrown, I'm getting hungry. Gonna go home and eat some food and drink some water because I'm kind of thirsty. But thanks for watching, y'all, the Gardenguy channel. Let's keep on growing and sowing. See you next time.